What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Daniel checking back in with another video, a new topic. Today I want to talk about how I gotta go hard. I can't go home. You either go hard or you go home, but I can't go home. That's not an option. It's almost like I don't have a home to go to. A lot of people don't have homes to go to. A lot of people are struggling, living in their car like me. I'm kind of living in my car. My life revolves around the truck. So I put a lot of work into this because I don't want to go home. There's nothing to go home to. There's nobody there. There's nobody helping me. There's nothing to go back to. None of them people are helping me. I had a couple friends, and you grow apart, you go different ways, and so I can't hold that against them. They were friends for a while, and then I had to move on and do other things. You just go along different paths. So I had to figure my way out. I had to take the opportunities that were given. And I worked with some good people, some friendly people. Not everybody's out to get you. I had a couple people that did me wrong for whatever reason, and there was some bad people, there was some good people along the way, but a lot of those people are gone. Everybody is gone because I'm out here on my own. But I was living in my car for a while too. So this isn't new to me. This is like I was made for this, to be in a truck living. This is what I've been doing for the past few years, living in a car, working. It's kind of hard. You work long hours. You're working all day. You're working long days. A lot of driving to 9-10 hours a day, and then you're up another 4 or 5 hours just doing random things like trying to get food, supplies, take care of the truck, and plan your next move, because you got to find places to go and park and stuff. So you're constantly busy, and it's a hectic lifestyle, but this isn't much different from what I was doing before. I was trying to survive and living in my car, and this is like a practical way to get out of the rat race, I want to say. But I was gonna say, it seemed like when I left my jobs, some of my old jobs, and I had better opportunities, they were mad at me because I was doing something different. And I took it kind of personal, but I guess they were mad because I'm thinking about it now, that I'm thinking they were really mad because they gave me an opportunity to be there and work there, and it was a decent opportunity, and they were mad because I was leaving. And so they were trying to poke at me about it or give me a hard time about it, and I was kind of offended by it. Like, I had a better opportunity, and I was being honest about it. I didn't just quit and leave and not tell them nothing. I gave them a notice, try to do the good thing, and they got mad about it. Like, they don't care if you leave the job, or they cared if I was leaving, but they were mad. So I guess, and they kind of said some funny things. They were acting angry at me, but at a couple jobs that happened, people give you a hard time when you're moving on to different stuff, and I didn't realize they were going to react that way. I didn't understand why they acted that way, but I think it was out of fun. I think they've seen a lot of people come and go, and they get a little angry, aggravated about it because it's going to cause problems for them, maybe, and it's going to be hard to change and train some new people, and so they're angry because their lives get harder. So that was interesting. I was thinking about that. Like you working at a job affects other people. How much they take it, they get mad about it when you leave. But I had to do what was best for me. I wanted to take some risks. Now there is a couple regrets with the couple things that I did back then. I do regret the way I did them because looking back, it was there were some better things I could have done, but that's in hindsight. Back then I didn't know, and so I gotta accept it. It's not right. It was that big a mistake or big a deal. Like, we're gonna make mistakes, and then we gotta accept them and move on. So I have to go hard. I have to go hard. I can't go home. There is no home. I was living with people, and I've been on my own for a couple years, and then I was crashing at somebody's house. That got bad, and well, not bad. It just wasn't good for me. So I gotta find my way. I gotta pave the road. Put myself out here. You gotta take risk in life, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to that ideal life, the life that I'm kind of comfortable living. Because money to me equals freedom. So I'm trying to make a bunch of money in order and work as hard as it takes to get to that freedom. Because a lot of people will work their whole lives and not get anything. And I watched my mom do it, so it's almost like something I've been thinking about for a long time, but I didn't take enough action. And a lot of people are stuck in the rat race. I want to escape. I want to get more financially independent, or for financial freedom. And is that so much to ask for? I don't think so, but it's hard to get. It's really hard to get. You have to apply yourself. I think I underestimated how hard it is. But I'm willing to put in the work for a couple years to try to get a possible chance to escape the rat race. So, chance to escape the rat race. It sounds funny, but it's doable. If everything goes right, I think I'll be able to save enough money and invest it. If I invest it right, make a couple right moves, it's possible to make good money, like $100K a year within a couple of years, and get into a place I can make $100K a year. I'm not making that yet, but it could possibly happen. So I'm taking the practical steps to get there, and I'm going to see if I can do it, because it's just doing it all for a chance to escape the rat race, which I was stuck in for years. You know, just working 9 to 5, getting by, but not making progress. Cost of living and my low income was not good. And I've been trying to get to this goal for like 5 years. Like, I've been seriously putting in work for the last 4 or 5 years, but I've only I made big progress in the last 2 or 3 years. Everything changed in the last 2 or 3 years when I made a couple bigger goals and I started taking more risk. So it's been interesting. It's been getting pretty interesting, and it seems like it could happen within a year or two. Like, I might be able to make that move and make enough money to invest in property, start my own business, and escape the rat race and the 9 to 5 rigmarole and all that jazz. But so far so good. It's been a little rough. It's been really rough, actually, getting used to working all day, every day, 6 days a week, very little downtime, and just sitting and driving for hours and hours and hours is hard. The people that are driving past hours of service, 5 or 10 hours extra a day, I don't know how you're doing it. It's not right. Shouldn't have to do it, but I get it. I understand, because I know how hard it is, and I know you got to make a bunch of money to try to get somewhere better, because it's so hard to escape and get into a good spot financially. Excuse me. Whoa. Sorry about that. But yeah, I put myself in a spot I can't go back. There's no choice. I could go try to get help, but people only can help you so much, and you gotta go out on your own, do your own thing. It's a lot better. Look, getting your shit together is the biggest flex of all time, and you ain't even gotta have a ton of nice stuff. You don't gotta flex, hard. You ain't gotta show off jewelry and all that stuff. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go become successful and get a few nice things and live good somewhere comfortably good, pleasant. Because a lot of people think that they have to get a ton of money and be flashy and have this race car and this hot chick and all this stuff, but it just seems extreme. It just seems like people are overdoing it and not really just accepting that it's just a practical thing, and that you can have a good life without all the crazy stuff. You can live a nice life far away from everything in a decent little house. So it's funny how all these people try to do all this stuff and get all tons of money and tons of women, but for what? To what avail? To what is the point of getting all that money and to show it off and all this shiny jewelry and all these race cars? To what? If you don't have peace of mind and you don't have a good family and the more important things, it doesn't make sense. Why are you chasing after a bunch of stuff that usually disappears within a couple of years, or it means nothing, in the sense that it means very little in the bigger picture. That's what I want to say. All that fancy smancy showy ass shit means nothing in the bigger picture. Think about that one. If you don't have longevity and health, what do you have? If you don't have a healthy lifestyle and a healthy house and a happy home and friends that love you, what the heck is the point? If you're always fighting and arguing and you're all over the place and you're doing this and that, what's the point? It's funny what people will go through to feel a sense of respect, or like attention. What they'll go to just for a little attention. They'll try to do all of this stuff and talk to all these people, go to all these links and play all these games just to get some attention. It disappears within a day or two. They should be trying to think about the long run. That's what I'm focused on. You can be the rabbit in the race, but I'm going to be the turtle that wins the race. That's what I'm focused on. That's what's funny. Like, you can race all you want around life, but if you don't get to the finish line and you fail prematurely, it's because you didn't plan right and mindset was bad. Your mindset and your belief is bad. So the turtle beats the rabbit, and I think that's a symbol for like, you can have talent, you can have a ton of talent, but if you don't put in the work, you won't win. So I think that's what I'm focused on, putting in the work. I had some talent at one time and I kind of squandered it. I know what it's like to be there, and I want to put in the work to get to a better place. Now I'm getting older, so I'm taking things more serious, and I'm moving on past the limiting beliefs, past all that, and focused on the goal, taking it step by step. I think I was that rabbit. I had that rabbit mindset, racing around, trying to do too much for a long time, and it never got me anywhere good. So I'm focused and I'm putting in the work, slowly but surely building it up. So that's gonna be it for this video. Stay tuned. See you in the next one.